Test, test, test. What's up, Island Bums? On this episode, you guys are going to see the evolution of Island Bum and see how we got to where we are today. As you guys can see, we didn't always start out having all the options that we do, and as far as I'm concerned, we're just getting started with what we have. But it all started with this. It started with living on island time. This was a postcard that I made, the actual postcard that I actually made. I have a few left over of when I started my cubicle, working at Caterpillar in Aurora, Illinois. I wanted to see if I could create this. A bad day at the beach is better than a good day at work. I was always the guy that had the palm trees, the tropical pictures and everything like that. So we trademarked Living on Island Time. Took a shot on it, did it, made a few, handed out some to some friends, some other people in cubicles. And then I said, well, let's try this. So we made 100 t-shirts. I have a couple left over, so this is one of our original t-shirts, Island Bum, with our original lettering, with our original Tiki Joe, hand drawn by me and another guy. And basically, we turned it into what it is today. So we started with 100 of these t-shirts. All of my friends, family bought them, basically sold a few of them. And it just kept kind of going. So we're just gonna keep slowly changing it and showing the story to how we got to that. So after this shirt, we made this one. And then we made this shirt, we made it in gray. And then we started getting a little bit more and adding a couple more. And then we made this one. This was our first anchor t-shirt. Yes, this is a massive t-shirt. It's too big for me, but it's all we have left over that we didn't sell originally. So we started getting into t-shirts. We basically had the same t-shirt manufacturer, the blank manufacturer, as Salt Life. So we did it through Delta Apparel, and then we printed them locally here in Lake Park, Florida, and eventually grew it into that. Then I got to a point where I wasn't sure if we wanted to do just that or, just clothing, just this. And then what we did is we started adding these hydration sprays. So I made my own hydration spray. So it was a natural spray after you've been suntanned. I figured as an island bum, we're in the sun all the time, this would be really good. This stuff sold out every single time I made it. Just became such a pain to try to make. Took so much time and effort to do it. And eventually, I have so many people that have been following us since the beginning that I get an email or a text or somebody that's like, hey, are you ever gonna bring these back? We will bring these back eventually one day, but to a point where we can actually do it, make it sustainable, where we can have it made in a manufacturing plant and done instead of just me making them in my kitchen. Then we made a salt scrub because so many people, we had some people that made it, and then I had my own kukui that was in our other stuff. People asked me if I could make it, and eventually that turned into that. Once again, people still want them. It's just not a good business model for us, so we just kind of decided to stop. We kind of kept growing into it that way. And then eventually, we decided to do straw hats. So back into the original shirt as we go back in time. This was our first straw hat. Guys, this is it. I literally took a croquis that we had made that said Island Bum on it, and I put it in here. You can see the sides. And I basically, this was the only hat I ever made, and I just said, man, I'd love to make my own straw hat. I'd love to have a certain design. Maybe we'll do a Caribbean map or a world map or something like that. So my curiosity, once again, is just started researching manufacturers, trying out samples, and then eventually we landed on our first design, which is this hat. This was our first hat we ever made. Straw hat. Had the first design of the bottom. This was back before anybody was really doing this. I was one of the first people that did it. Now it's like a big thing. Everybody's got a million different designs. American flags, Caribbean stuff, but we've always kept it to basically kind of a nautical design. But we started with this one, sold a few hundred hats. And then what happened is we just wanted to keep evolving. So now we're on to this one. Then we went into this design. So we went more of a sombrero style hat. This had a world map on it though. once again, kind of making a little bit different. And then we went to this. These are our new hats, third round. Made my own design this time. Printed it, so it's mostly Caribbean, different islands. Changed the patch again on the front. Whoops. And this is our newest hat. This is our current hat that we have. We also have another one that looks like this, which is our Birds in Paradise hat. So you can see this is the same thing. It's the first time we've ever offered anything that had this. It's got flamingos and Birds of Paradise plant and pelicans and flowers and palm trees. So this has been a really good hat for us in the first month. So yeah, we're just evolving. This is the straw hats. Then we went to we had about maybe 10 retailers that were carrying our straw hats all throughout Florida. And I had someone said, hey, have you tried these UPF shirts, these ultraviolet protective shirts that all these fishing people are wearing? I said, no, I have no clue how to do that. So eventually we went to this. So now we have our UPF shirts. So this was the next evolution that really gave Island Bum a little bit of a chance. So we started with the hats that got us started, but this is where we started to become an actual brand. So the UPF shirts, we changed around the logo, we changed around the print so it looks a little bit more stick figure-ish. It's very simple, it's very plain, it's very elegant. And as you kind of see, we're starting to add embroidery, and that's partly why we changed Tiki Joe. But yeah, as of right now, we have it in the navy blue. So it's been a really good seller. You know, we have our shorts and everything like that, but we have them in blue. Bam. Now we have them in our white and seafoam green. This is our newest edition. So this is the newest shirt that we actually have in the UPF shirt part of Island Bum. And now we're getting into the Island Luxury version. And then now we have our button up. So it's a UPF shirt, but it's button up. So it's a little bit different. We're working on that. And now we also have, and then our first official linen shirt. Super, super comfortable right out of the gate. It's really, really comfortable. You're gonna love it. So we've evolved from a postcard to UPF, to straw hats, to linen, and now we're adding in other things such as Peruvian cotton, Pima t-shirts, super, super comfortable. Turkish towels. No? Waiting on the Turkish towels. We have towels, handmade from Turkey. 5th generation family, super, super high quality. Going into custom stuff like the palm trees. Anchors, because everybody knows we love our anchors. And this has been the evolution of Island Bum. So if you like what it's been, I'm just getting started. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Heidi and I say thank you. Take care.